So I'm doing that now. All right. So biohacking means that we're taking control of our own body, our own biology. You know, when we hear the word biohacking as we're growing up, we kind of think that that doesn't sound really good, but it's actually a good thing because that's no longer true. We're taking our bad genes and taking control of them in our body. And we can, you know, optimize those good genes as well. So we call this science nutrigenomics. And basically it's all natural compound herbs that help to get our bodies to activate them, and NRF2 pathways get activated and make more antioxidants, which we need to, you know, reduce any oxidative stress in our body. So we also teach people about biohacking our wealth, so taking control of your financial future, you know, breaking any family poverty histories and mindsets, you know, thinking about the dreams that you want to live in your life as well. So, and we use network marketing as this vehicle to create time and money freedom, and we'll talk a bit more about that later on. So, you know, this is just one of the things that we talk about in terms of how nutrigenomics is changing everything. And Fox News says we were once thought we were powerless in now an area over which we have at least some control. So before we thought we couldn't do anything about our genes. But what we found out, and what science is telling us, that we can have an effect on our genes. So that's really exciting stuff, that we have that power now, and the science is showing us that. And also the projected market of what this nutrigenomics market is going to be by 2023. And that's just massively huge numbers. I'm just going to show you this video now.
Sandra, we can't hear anything from the volume. Is your volume on your computer?
Sorry, what did you say, Kim? Can't hear it?
No, we can't hear it at all. Just check the volume on your computer.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, it's up. Let me see. Okay, let's have a look. Back to the share. No sound? Still no sound? Okay.
No, maybe skip the video.
Yeah,
and just
we'll skip the
the
video.
reference.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, let's get rid of that video. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. So have you heard of oxidative stress before? Well, before I found out about Protandim, I actually hadn't heard about oxidative stress before. And even in my personal training background, I hadn't heard of it before. So basically what oxidative stress is the rusting of our cells, okay? So we liken it to the analogy of an apple, okay? When the apple is exposed to oxygen, it starts to rust, or it oxidizes, hence our cells rust as well. Okay, so this happens, you know, as we age, and between the ages of 22 and 25 is when our cells start to be affected by the environment and everything it's exposed to, and start to age and start to rust. So what causes it? Just about everything we do causes oxidative stress. And as you can see there, you know, it's from technology, it's from our environment, it's from stress, it's from the products we use on our skin, it's also, you know, the water that we drink, the food that we ingest as well. So, you know, even just inhaling, you know, your petrol fumes when you're filling up your car. All these things affect our body. So basically, we really can't escape it. Everybody has oxidative stress in their body. It just varies at different levels depending on people's bodies and how they, I guess, work to prevent the damage happening in your body. So basically, if we're breathing, we've got oxidative stress, okay? And we can see this as signs of inflammation in our body as well. So, and when that happens, not good things are happening. So we need to do something about it, because it's really important to reduce it, because it starts to affect the whole body. And as you can see there, there's a great list of all the different things that it affects, okay? And oxidative stress is actually linked to over 260 different diseases that affect the body. And it's, yeah, and it can get quite nasty for some people. And, you know, the consequences are pretty huge. So what can we do about it? Well, we can eat really well and have high antioxidant rich foods. So, you know, we're eating well and making sure that we are putting the right things in, looking after our body. But unfortunately, that's not enough to reduce the amount of free radicals that we come into contact with on a daily basis, okay? So our body has millions of free radicals at any one time, okay? So this is highly bad for our bodies, all right? And we need to help our bodies to reduce the effect of it, okay? So what we found out is that, you know, blueberries have 6,500 antioxidants in them. So when you look at it, it's only really a direct antioxidant neutralizing 6,500 free radicals. When we activate our NRF2 pathways, we are producing 1 million antioxidants in our body. So we are basically, our body is turned on to make what we naturally already make. So I always say to people, it's a bit like, you know, a house is on fire. If you're only doing direct antioxidants, it's a bit like putting a Dixie cup of water on the fire. So it's not really doing very much. But if you are activating your NRF2 pathways and producing your antioxidants in your body naturally, with the help of the NRF2, you're putting a fire hose in every room of the house. So you've got a much, much better chance of actually reducing the effects, okay? Okay, so how can we do this with our Protandim NRF2? So it's been proven to lower oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days, and that was done in the particular study that I was trying to show you before. So if you haven't seen that, you can go to the person that actually invited you here tonight, and they can send you the link if you haven't already seen that. And they noticed a 45% reduction in his oxidative stress levels in just 2 weeks. So that's huge. Now, we say 40% in 30 days. So, you know, his results were awesome. So it also supports natural cellular repair and rejuvenates the process, increase the medium lifespan of male mice as well. So, and at the bottom, you can see the 5 different ingredients that work synergistically together. Now, the key here is that it's the combination of these herbs, okay? If you were to take these herbs individually, you would not get that NRF2 activation effect, okay? It is not going to work the same way. We have patents on our how our ingredients are put together, and the effect of them is not going to be the same. So the key thing is you need to have the synergy here of the 5 ingredients. That's what creates the activation of the NRF2 pathway. Okay, that's the key point there. And this slide actually shows that all the different ingredients there, it becomes 18 times more effective in this particular synergy than having each individual ingredient by itself. So that's really important as well. I mean, we make no claims to prevent, cure, heal, or mitigate any disease, but we know that we can reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. And we've seen so many amazing results in Team Activate from people that are on our product, and it really is life-changing. So the other fantastic thing about our product is that we have peer-reviewed studies. Okay, we have over 20 peer-reviewed studies. This is huge. If you know anything about, you know, pubmed.gov, the medical site, all doctors and medical professionals go to it, and this is really crucial. It's not easy to get these, and having, you know, 24 independent peer-reviewed studies is really a big deal. The Heart Association of the US did a brilliant study on the blockages of arteries, and it was actually, Protandim was recommended in the Cardiologist Journal, so that was pretty awesome stuff. Also, the National Institute of Health in the USA published a 9-year study to prove that Protandim actually increased the median lifespan by 7%. So that's pretty awesome stuff. As I said before, we've got 13 patents. 5 years ago, there was only 500 studies on NRF2, and now we have over 10,000 studies. So it just goes to show it's definitely becoming something that is starting to be recognised as something that's going to help a lot of people. So as you can see here, these are just some of the independent institutions, universities and associations that have looked at NRF2 and Protandim, and they're pretty big names that people know about. You know, just having American Heart Association in there and being written in the Cardiologist Journal recommending Protandim is huge. Washington State University said in one of their particular studies that they did that NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. So, you know, the last time they said something like this was about when penicillin was invented. So it's pretty exciting that NRF2 is being looked at in this way. Now, this is really awesome stuff. Next week, we are actually launching our Protandim NRF1 in Australia. So they are doing a massive tour on promoting this. And this works hand in hand with NRF2. So NRF1 is actually all about improving your energy production, so your mitochondria, and working on cellular health. And as we start to bring it out into Australia and into the market, we're going to be doing more learning about this. But it increases your ATP, so your body's natural way of increasing energy in your body. So this is really, really big. So in terms of, you know, if you're going to be using the two together, it's basically NRF1 revs up your body, if you want to put it this way, and NRF2 cleans out all the crap. So it works really well like that when you're using them together to get your body working at peak performance. And down the bottom, you can see the 5 different ingredients again that work together. Okay, and again, it's the synergy of the ingredients and how they work that create the activation of the NRF1 pathway. Our other amazing product is our skincare range. Now, we are the only NRF2 activator skincare in the world, so that's pretty massive. University of Louisiana State studied Protandim and its actual effects on skin conditions, and found that it was very impactful on the recovery and helping them. So we actually were asked, or LifeVantage were asked, to produce some kind of skincare range that had an NRF2 activator in it for the skin, because they felt that it would help with, you know, skin cancers and conditions. So they did. And we've had some fabulous results with these as well, as you can see in the photos. You know, in just less than 30 days, you know, people are noticing reduced spots on their faces, younger looking skin, less dehydration, less fine lines and wrinkles. So that's awesome. I can't say enough. People are always commenting on my skin, and for me, I actually, you know, I have pretty good skin to start with, but for people to actually keep commenting and for me to notice a difference within just 2 weeks, having already got good skin, I thought that was pretty impressive. So basically what it does is it activates the NRF2 pathways in your skin, okay, and helps the skin to heal and repair, but it goes levels deep, and that's the difference between our skincare and other skincare ranges on the market, because it just helps the repair and damage, and it also doesn't have any of those nasties. So there's no sulfates, no parabens, none of those names we can't pronounce, which makes it even better. Okay, so where do we start? So this is just a little bit more about, you know, our company side of things and the business opportunity here. So the products were sold since 2003. There was the investigative report on ABC in 2005, which gave us massive attention. We switched from retail to direct sales in 2009, simply because we found that this method, this business model was the best way to get this information out to the public, because we had something so amazing that we needed to share with people. So it's publicly traded on the NASDAQ. And we have some of the most amazing corporate leaders with lots of combined years of experience in this field. We are now we went from 9 countries to 21 countries in 12 months, and we're still growing. So there's potential to keep growing here. So that's also very exciting. Okay, so LifeVantage follows our world trends, all right? Business has changed, and most of you will be aware now that a lot of business is online, okay? A lot of business is run through social media, and you can see up there Uber, Airbnb, you know, everybody is running their businesses from their mobile phone or their laptop, okay? So this is the way that the world is moving, and LifeVantage is definitely keeping up with that trend. So it's important that we note that we are part of a trend that's happening in our economy. Our system actually follows the Uber system, okay? So the style of the laptop entrepreneur, as they call it. We've got a website that's simple and easy to use. It's great for online shopping. Our customers can simply go to the shopping cart, select what they want to order, and they can get a 25% discount there as well if they order monthly. So yeah, it's working very well this way, and we've just recently changed over to this method here. All right, so network marketing facts. So something a little bit about, you know, MLM companies, as you can see there, all right? So the business model, as I said, is network marketing or direct sales. It's the same thing. The industry continues to grow over 150,000 people every year. So it's just, or every week, sorry. It's just growing and growing and growing. And if you just have to look at your Facebook and see how many people are doing online selling on their Facebook. Okay, most people are running their Facebook through some type of, their business through some type of social media, okay? So we've all heard of companies like Amway and Nutrimedics and Avon and Herbalife and all that kind of thing. So over the years, these companies have done billions and billions in sales, and 40% of that revenue was paid out to people like you and me, okay? So no corporate job will do that. Okay, so this industry, in terms of, you know, paying out commissions and actually being paid well, rates really high. Okay, there's no other industry or corporate job that's going to do that for you. Usually that money goes to all the CEOs and shareholders, and you don't really see anything. Top businessman Robert Kiyosaki named network marketing the business of the 21st century. So, you know, he must know something to say something like that. So it's all about timing. All right. Now, if anyone's been in business before or been in a network marketing business before, timing is everything and it's crucial. Okay. So when you come in, you could come in too late, or you can come in a critical mass, or you could come in at the absolute right time. So let me just explain that a little bit more. So, you know, if we're doing a comparison with a company called New Skin. So New Skin was doing $4 million in sales per month, okay? And then they had what was called a 3% hyper enroller rate. 24 months later, New Skin went from 4 million a month in sales to 52 million a month in sales, okay? So top earners went from earning 5,000 a month to 150,000 a month. Now what happens? In LifeVantage, here we are, 3.4 million sales per month. 6 months ago, the hyper enroller rate was 2.6. So remember, in New Skin, it was 3%. Okay, so we were almost there. However, today, the hyper enroller rate is 6%. Now, we are only at 2% 6 months ago. We need to get to 6% to get to our critical mass. All right? So we've got a way to go yet. So over 80% of sales is customers in our business. Customers are what make our business, and the retention of customers. There are only 80% of 80,000 distributors worldwide. And then you've got time for it to grow. So coming in at the right time is really, really important. And it is the right time now for you in LifeVantage, because you're getting in early before we hit that critical mass. Okay, so how do I start as a customer? Easy. There's no fees to join. Monthly orders are your choice. If you do, it offers you a reduced price, as I mentioned before. You can also earn rewards and free products for referring your friends and family. So how do you make money? Oh, sorry, let's talk about being a distributor first. So if you want to be a distributor, there's a couple of different options you have. We've got, you know, you can have a low startup cost, solid earnings, and you can just do it part-time to start. It depends. We are happy to meet you where you're at. All right, so there's, as I said, there's a few different packs. Here you can see the Gold Master Pack and the Platinum Pack. What else does that give you? These packs are really good value for money, and it's a great way to start your business. I mean, if you've ever started a traditional business, you spend way more than $1,650 on starting your business, okay? And that's really important to notice that. You know, I've started a few different businesses, and they cost us well over $10,000 to $15,000 to start, and that's on bare minimum budget. And I know a lot of people that spend a hell of a lot more. You get corporate, you get quality control. They take care of all your shipping, customer service. You get a website, which people can log into and order from you directly. You get advertising, marketing. We have fantastic training. They do all the legal and compliance stuff for you, events, promotions, everything is there. You basically just have to share about our product and share your experience and the opportunity that's available, and everything else is done for you. Okay, so how do you make money? So you can get paid weekly, okay, by what we call a Smart Start bonus, either 30 to 40%, depending on a PV. I'm not going to go into too much detail about those things. You can learn that later. We have launch bonuses, so helping your team grow, and we also get paid monthly as well, okay, which is our residual income, our royalty commissions, matching bonus. So there's, you know, 5 different ways that we can get paid. And, you know, they have awesome commissions when you hit high ranks. So, you know, a rank of Pro 7, you can qualify for a Jeep or $25,000 US bonus. And then you also get a share in the company's revenue every month. We've just actually had Charlotte hit Pro 8 last week. So our first Pro 8 in Australia, very exciting. And I don't doubt she will be a Pro 10 very soon, I'm sure. So as you can see here, you get 4% as you come up in the ranks. So they are very generous in what they give their distributors. So how far can you take it? Well, that's totally up to you. You can, you know, play in this small or you can play in this big. And this just actually just gives you a bit of an idea, you know, of the type of money that you can earn. So if you just have a look here, so Charlotte's just gone Pro 8. So her monthly, you know, average earning is 22,000. Okay, so that's just showing you the potential. These are our, you know, our beginning ranks. When you hit Pro 3 is when the compensation plan starts to open up, and then, you know, you can see it starts to get quite big and doubling in figures as you get higher. Okay, and there's, you know, lots of opportunity there to grow. So you can earn as little as 500, or you can earn up to 100,000 a month. It's really up to you and what you want to do and how much effort and time you bring to it. Okay, so the 4 key components. So a successful business will have these 4 key components. It's about timing. So yes, we have the timing. We're validated by the NASDAQ, okay? We have the product. We've got validations on the product. We have our peer-reviewed studies, and we have a great compensation plan. And, you know, everything is transparent and you're able to see everything. And the mentorship. So, you know, those 4 key components are really crucial to any business. And we have all 4 of those. We also are very involved in giving back. It is something that LifeVantage places very highly. I was very privileged to win an incentive trip to the Bahamas in May this year, and we actually did LifeVantage Legacy there, and, you know, we're able to fill school packs for orphans children with, you know, school supplies and things, and then also bags of food for people in need as well. So it was really awesome to be a part of something like that, and to know that, you know, it isn't just all about, you know, making money. We actually give back to our community and help others as well, and that's really nice to do. Every year they go to Mexico as well and build 3 to 5 houses for the underprivileged families. So the people that went to Cancun and in Mexico last year got to do that and have that experience. So that was awesome. Apart from that, we support multiple charities, as you can see there, and we, you know, help support families in our community and other communities whenever we can or we hear about them. So thank you so much. It's been a privilege sharing this information with you tonight, and thank you for your time. And if you are wanting to jump on as a customer, fantastic. And if you want to join us in our LifeVantage family and become a distributor, fantastic as well. So please reach out to the person that invited you tonight, and they will be able to help you with any other questions that you have, and any other information that you might need to get you started. So thanks everyone. Have a great night, and talk to you soon.